Hello everyone and welcome, I'm the Sparrow's Jenny, and there seems to be a spider pig to the left of the screen. That's the thing here in WildStar. On this video I want to tell you about my expectations for WildStar and how I am enjoying the past 3 days playing it non-stop. I bought the pre-order so I have access to all beta weekends, so I will continuously make content about it whenever I can. It's been really a while since I played World of Warcraft, and you probably anticipated that I would talk about World of Warcraft. This game looks just like it, with a lot of graphical improvements and with a different setting, a different lore. I tried to keep my expectations low, I tried to stop my hype, but it's been difficult because I'm really enjoying WildStar. Now, if you don't know WildStar, you probably live in another planet, especially if you're an MMO player. WildStar is the new MMO coming out in June, and it's already available to pre-order since 19th of March, a couple days back, and it's being developed by Carbide Studios and is being published by Soft, the same company that is publishing and is responsible for Guild Wars 2. That's why I have a lot of confidence that WildStar will be successful, and I really hope so. You have two factions in WildStar. You have the Exile and you have the Dominions. Bluntly, Exile are the good guys and Dominion are the bad guys. They have different versions for the world and for the story for WildStar. Pretty much like World of Warcraft, where you can't tell that the Horde are the bad guys. They just do things differently. That's what happens here. Although I have this really image that this is some sort of dark and light force from Star Wars, where the Dominion is the dark side of the Force. You have 4 different races for each faction, for the Exile and for the Dominions. You have Human, Granok, Horin, and Mordesh for the Exile. And you have for the Dominions, Caitians, Mekari, Draken, and the Shua. You can bluntly tell that the Dominions have the guys with the most frustration, the guys with the most anger, and they're only chasing war. So yeah, you can sometimes tell that they are really bad guys. And for the classes, you have Warrior, the Spellslinger, Esper, Engineer, Stalker, and Medic. Some of them are self-explanatory, like the Warrior, but then you have classes like the Esper, where you ask yourself, what the hell is this? They are pretty much mages, but they deal with psychic abilities. My experience so far has been with a Warrior, and mostly with a Spellslinger, and I'll tell you why. I love the Han Solo in Star Wars, and the Spellslinger just screams for Han Solo, and the same class that existed in Star Wars The Old Republic, and I've been loving it. It's a ranged class that uses spells at the same time. It's been great so far playing with the Spellslinger. I'm probably gonna play Warrior as a melee class and choose the Spellslinger for the ranged class, but I'm already deal rating here. WildStar starts slow. It's one of those games where you chase quests and you're anxious to get your pistols or wherever your weapon is on an enemy and start killing stuff. And they just don't deliver that right off. For a whole 15 minutes or 10 minutes, you wander around having FedEx quests, talking with people, going through tutorials and whatnot, and you don't just kill anything. Unlocked. That happens on a starship, a spaceship. You have these basic quests just to get you the feel of the game and to get you in the environment of WildStar. But after that, oh my god. My first impressions was, Jesus, this game is cheap. I probably was wrong. I thought WildStar would be the next thing for me in MMOs, and please bear in mind, this is just my personal opinion. But I insisted a bit, also because I already pre-ordered the game, and I wanted to give it another chance, and it's actually just a tutorial. And you just get into it so much. The way quests are given to you, the way the story starts unveiling and the NPCs around you, it's just great. One of the things that I really look on MMOs is having a good time, and that's what I'm having with WildStar and all the humor you see around. And you can tell by the developer blogs. The quests are given to you with this very raw text, and they are not even voiced over. And that was a big disillusion for me. Especially because Guild Wars 2 introduced voice-over quests with cutscenes and whatnot. This might be a good thing for some and a bad thing for others. I would like the quests to be voiced over. Whenever I see text in the screen, I don't want to have to read it. Actually, that doesn't really happen here. The quests are given to you in a very immediate way. I really like the quests to be voiced over and the NPCs to actually talk to me. They just have this, hello, how are you? That's how WildStar rolls, I guess. You have the voiced over MMOs that take that path, and you have WildStar that just focus probably on the fight and on the gameplay rather than the lore and story experience. I was kind of scared at first because I was being teleported to one side to another and I was getting worried. Is this a massive instanced game? But it's not. Once you get to the third area, you're in the game. You're in the massive world. You just have to explore it. Now you have missions and you have challenges. Quests are the normal questing system mechanic that you have in all other MMOs, but then there's missions and there's challenges. Missions are tied with your personality that you choose for your character. When you are in the character creation screen, you are asked if you want to be an explorer, if you want to be a scientist, and that will tell you throughout the game what type of character you want to play and what type of person you are in an MMO. So I chose to be, for instance, an explorer. So the game feedback tells me, explore this part of the world. Get into this jumping puzzle. Yes, there's jumping puzzles, sort of jumping puzzles in WildStar. Discover this NPC and stuff like that. It makes me explore the world because that's what an explorer does. And that's the path I've chose. And that's pretty great because I don't feel bored when I'm questing. And you have challenges. Challenges pop up when you, for instance, start killing stuff. If you have a quest to kill 10 monkeys, when you kill the first one, it might pop up a challenge that tells you you have 5 minutes to kill 15 monkeys. And if you do it, not only you have an awesome thing popping up in your screen saying, challenge completed, you're the best, but also you have some other rewards and probably achievements as well. And while you're questing, I want to mention one thing that I think is somewhat revolutionary in WildStar. And this might be contradictory because WildStar doesn't try to be revolutionary at all. It just picks ingredients that are already on the market and they try to improve them and add new ones, like these mission challenges that I just talked about. For instance, you can bluntly tell there is World of Warcraft all over it. But is that a bad thing? Not actually, no. Because while World of Warcraft did the same thing at this time, somewhat copying EverQuest. Did it work? It did! It did very well, actually, indeed. So when you are completing quests, because you don't have 5 out of 10 monkeys if you already killed 5. No, you have a percentage, and that makes all the difference, and I'll explain why. If you're in an area where you have to kill 5 monkeys, and someone else is killing those monkeys as well, you can help him, and you can have your quest progress if you help him to kill that monkey. But what happens is instead of having 1 out of 10 monkeys killed after both of you kill that monkey, even if the guy tagged that monkey, and this is a misleading concept because there's no tagging here in WildStar, you have a percentage that tells you, for instance, 5% out of 100% completed. What would happen if you killed all of the monkey's HP? If you do so, you progress more than you did helping that guy with a 50% killing the monkey. That's amazing, and I love it. I think it really needs some serious optimization, because running a top-end computer that I am with a 780 Ti graphics card, I still get around 40 to 50 FPS on a normal area. If I get to towns where there's a lot of people, I get down to 30, and that's somewhat bad with a top-end system, but that's usually at the very bottom of the list when you're developing an MMO. I hope you liked the video, and I hope you like WildStar. Please like the video, subscribe, and all that jazz. I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.